Holy smokes, guys. Talk about a crazy day, not just for SoFi stock today, but for the entire stock market. This is nuts. So we did a SoFi update this morning. We broke down the earnings. I'm not sure if you guys remember that. Make sure to go check it out if you haven't done so already. We dove really deep into the earnings in that video, which we're not going to necessarily do in this video, which I want to actually focus mostly on the charts, how we're looking now that the stock market is closed. So yeah, we're going to break down the charts, my thoughts, what I'm looking to do. Am I buying? Am I selling SoFi? And again, check out my previous video from this morning, of course, after this video, if you want to get the breakdown on the earnings, the numbers, the whole 9 yards. That video was this morning. But first, guys, before we dive into the chart breakdown, hit the like button. Do not forget to subscribe and get your 30 stocks from Moomoo. I know I say it a lot, but you guys, I know some of you haven't done it yet. Use that link right down below or go to starsurfest.com/Moomoo. Once you open up your account and fund it with at least $100, you get 5 stocks. Deposit at least $2,000, you get 25 more stocks. And overall, for now, your uninvested cash will earn up to 8.1% APY. So guys, check out the link down below. Go to starsurfest.com/Moomoo. Get your 30 stocks while the deal lasts. And now let's get into it. So SoFi earnings came out this morning, and like we talked about in my video this morning, they were pretty decent, pretty good. They double beat. They raised, or not raised guidance, but guidance for full year 25 was above the estimates, but EPS guidance was a little bit soft, which is why we're getting this drop right now. And again, we dive way deeper into it in my video from earlier, but that's kind of the gist of it, right? Beat EPS, beat revenue. Revenue guidance was actually better than expected, right? Which I think is great. And EPS was a little bit weak for the guidance. But in my opinion, guys, I think the market's looking way too into it. As long as revenue guidance is strong for a growth company right now that's not trying to really focus too much crazily on profitability. I mean, yes, they're profitable, but they're still in a phase where they're growing that top line. That should be the focus. I'm happy with the fact that guidance for revenue came in the way it did, right? It's good enough for me to overlook the EPS, the soft EPS miss, miss in guidance, which, by the way, guys, newsflash, they can guide up on that again in a quarter, in 2 quarters, right? Not saying for sure they're going to do that, but if they realize, oh, maybe after Q1, Q2, hey, maybe EPS might be better than we thought in Q4, we're going to raise this guidance. That could happen, right? And that could cause the stock to go up like crazy if that does happen at some point. So keep that in mind. Just because guidance for EPS now is a little bit soft for 2025 doesn't mean they can't, switch the guidance in a quarter, in 2 quarters. In fact, I've seen it happen time and time again, not just with SoFi, but just in general. Over my 10-year career here in the stock market, I've seen that happen all the time, right? It happens. So SoFi officially closed down 10% on the day, guys, and we pretty much consolidated all day. If we're looking at the intraday session, it was pretty much flat. A lot of the red came in the pre-market, which you guys can see here. Initially, when the numbers came out, SoFi popped to 1845, which that didn't last long, let's just say that. And now, or not now, but then it went down to $15. It dropped $3.50, so 20% pretty much from top to bottom there. Then we rallied a bit into open, but then again, after we opened up, we chopped a bit there. But we were flat for the rest of the day, essentially. That's what ended up happening, right? So, yeah, flat day. I mean, well, it went down 10%, but flat intraday session pretty much here for SoFi, which, in my opinion, guys, that's not bad. That's not bad, It shows that, A, we might be finding support here, consolidating, and B, buyers could be buying the dip here. We did fall through the 180 SMA, though, on the 1 hour chart. And on the 30-minute chart, I believe, yeah, we do have a death cross on this time frame as well. But as you pull the layers back a bit, the 4-hour chart still looks pretty good. In fact, buyers are coming in at the 180 moving average on this time frame, which is ideal. This is exactly what the Bulls want to see. And, I'm not surprised, man. We talked about this in my video earlier, in my previous SoFi update as well from yesterday. I told you guys, look, if they miss on anything, right? Especially guidance. If they miss a little bit, whether it's EPS, revenue guidance, whatever, it could cause this drop. And here we are. And quite frankly, it's a healthy pullback, right? I mean, we got a bit ahead of ourselves. Looking back here, we went from 1360 on the 13th of January, guys. Think about that. To about 1850 this morning. In 2 weeks, we rallied $5 a share, or about 37%, almost 40%. So it makes sense. This is natural. It's healthy. It happens. We missed guidance a little bit for the full year. Boom, we're getting the pullback. It's normal. And the uptrend's still holding. And guys, we're still up. The funny thing is, we're still up about 18% from where we were 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 18%. Yeah, still up a lot, man. So at this point, moving forward, I mean, obviously earnings just came out, so they're fresh. Moving forward, guys, it would be ideal for the Bulls to consolidate, at $15, $16, in my opinion, preferably in the, mid-16s to 17. If we can find support there over the coming days and we respect that 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart here as a higher low, if we respect it, this could very well continue the uptrend. And I don't necessarily think it's going to just rebound and start ripping tomorrow, although that could happen. I mean, you never know. I don't necessarily expect that, but again, if we see consolidation for a couple of days in the mid-16, 16, 17 range, whatever, maybe after that we could expect a pop, right? And it looks like we're trending up a little bit in the aftermarket. We closed at 1608. Now we're at 1620, so we're up a little bit here in the aftermarket. Pretty good. I mean, nothing crazy, obviously. But yeah, I mean, moving forward, guys, we still have 4 days of trading this week. Let's see what we do in this $16 to $17 window. I'm very curious. But overall, as of now, the way things are looking, Bulls are still in charge. Uptrend's holding. Green candles are forming on the 4-hour chart above the 180 SMA. What more could you ask for at this point? This is pretty good, especially considering the bloodbath we had in the stock market today, man. QQQ went down 3%. S&P down 1.4%. The VIX went up 20% on fears that China's, DeepSeek AI model, the cost-efficient AI model is just going to kill OpenAI, NVIDIA, all these chip makers. They're not going to be so in demand anymore because these AI models, the data centers aren't going to need as many chips. That's the fear going on right now. But I think, honestly, man, it's a bunch of BS. I really do. Sure, China might have this thing called, or they do have DeepSeek, whatever, but why would we believe China? I mean, why would we fully believe them? I'm not saying they're lying about DeepSeek in terms of them having that AI, right? They definitely do, whatever. But is it going to, just demolish and overtake, ChatGPT, these other AI models? Is it going to kill NVIDIA? Oh my God, the world's over. Heck no. In my opinion, that's a bunch of BS, bunch of short-term fear. And that's why I bought the dip, man. Not in SoFi. By the way, I'm long SoFi. Obviously, I'm in at 680. That's my average cost. If it gets down to 12, 13, I'll buy more. But for now, I'm holding on. Just holding on. But NVIDIA, I did buy more today as it did collapse 17%. I added more to my position there. And AMD, I bought more a couple of days ago. So I didn't buy more today, or else I would have. But yeah, I think DeepSeek, man, it could be a problem in a couple of years, year 2, 3, 4 years. I don't know, as it gets bigger, whatever it may be, more money behind it, more growth, whatever. But I just don't see it materially impacting companies like Nvidia at this point, at least in the short term, guys. I mean, come on. Why did Nvidia go down 20% today? I mean, that's such a panic move. This is a classic, take advantage of panic opportunity, in my opinion. That is why, again, I bought Nvidia today. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button. Do not forget to subscribe. We're almost at 50,000 subs, guys. I think we're like 800 away. Make sure to subscribe and get your 30 stocks for a moo. Check out the link down below or go to stocksurfs.com/moo. Open up your account, deposit at least $100. You guys get 5 free stocks. Deposit at least $2,000. You get 25 more stocks, totaling 30 stocks, guys. And overall, for now, your uninvested cash will earn up to 8.1% APY. So, guys, again, check out the link down below or go to stocksurfs.com/moo. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys in the next video.